Wandering Winder here, doing a bit o' blather here on the release day online for all of Seaside 2nd Edition. Quick look at the Kingdom. Yeah, no 2nd Edition cards here. This has got to be Sentinel's the best card on this board. You thin down. There's no draw other than Caravan, so you probably take a bunch of those. And you're going to take a couple silvers here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Here, I would expect ball for caravans. Yeah. So basically, that's all you're going to do. You're going to use Sentinel to thin down. Trade route doesn't look so good. Use Sentinel to thin down. You draw with caravans a bit. You get some good treasures. You buy a colony a turn. This is more or less it. This is second card in a turn. This is second card in a turn. So yeah, you've gained an estate and these trade routes instead of the Sentinel. It's got to be much worse. It's got to be much worse. So, um, yeah, I don't know how much there is to say here. This is kind of interesting. You could go double caravan here. You could go gold. Those seem like the main options to me. I don't love this move. The quarry just seems bad. You have more than enough money anyway. Um, like you could just get trade route and silver. I think would have been better, honestly. But I mean, whatever. It's not going to matter. It's not really that important. The grave robber, this early especially, also does not impress. Imagine you trash the sentinel here. Trashing a copper. Okay. Yeah, there's a visual bug here. These, all of this stuff should have cost 2 less last turn while the quarry was in play, and this should not cost 2 right now. It's just a visual bug. I don't know what the deal is. Somehow it got introduced recently, I'm sure. A little surprised we didn't play the Sentinel there. There's like no reason not to. But also it doesn't really matter. Okay. With farmland, it just none of this stuff matters. The farmland does not impress me. The grave robber does not impress me. I'm pretty sure you just want to thin down, get some caravans, get some good treasures. No grave robber stuff. No villages. They seem superfluous. No trade route, really. So I mean, I have to assume there's going to be a village here. Question is, what else? More villages. Okay. I mean, this is a way to get extra gains, but it's... The draw is so bad, I can't imagine. This is also, like, you can't gain anything off Grave Robber that costs more than Province. And there is Colony here. There's just so many reasons I don't believe in this. But I suppose I believe in it more than than what the first player here is doing. Sentinel goes into... Oh, well, now we get a gold. But I think this is just wasted like 2 or 3 turns. Not that it really matters. But here's what you can see what I mean about the draw being so weak, right? Actually, this seems a little bit... I guess it's not that dangerous, but I don't want to lower piles this much. I should have been much further ahead. Now, it's still hard to imagine J-Nails losing here. Trash a copper, buy a platinum. Yeah. Village, village. You grave rob something. I don't know. This is the thing. It's just like this is a really inefficient way of getting money. You could have just bought, instead of getting the quarry and the farmland and the trade route and all that stuff and all these villages, you could have bought gold and then bought gold and been at this position like 3 turns ago. Um, and you're taking province because you want the talisman because you're gonna try to empty talismans here, but like lowering piles just seems like completely the wrong thing to do. I mean, I guess it will speed up your win, but in terms of your win percentage, I don't know, it's probably still close to 100. But I don't know, maybe you could stack your deck wrong here, and if your opponent stacked it right, maybe there's a chance they could lower talismans and then also something else. This just wins right now. You just play the trade route, trash any non-talisman, and you can buy out the trade routes. I'm gonna guess this is some lag here. Yeah, okay. Like I could see just playing the caravans. I probably would have played the caravans before thinking. Um, yeah. So I imagine this is going to be a win here. Does it on the talismans? Sure. Not a too interesting game there, I don't think. Okay, this one might be more interesting. Maybe not. I don't know. You're going to go Masquerade Star Chart, I imagine. 2-5. You're going to take Sculptor, I would think. So Masquerade Star Chart, the nice thing is you just stick the mask on top, you play it on turn 3, you're going to play it again on turn 4. This person took Bridge Troll. Yeah, and so here I would expect Village, maybe. Could be a silver, could be. But I think you still, yeah, you got to put the, even with the village in your deck, you want to put the Masquerade on top here. And sure, Masquerade there is fine. I think Sculptor, I mean, Sculptor looks like a really good card on this board to me. What do you want for 4 here? You could take another village. I suppose that's fine. You know you have one for this Masquerade here, so it's going to be lined up. You're going to want to take a draw soon. Not sure whether that's going to be Torturer, which is maybe awkward against Masquerade. I guess it's not that awkward. It's probably still better than 5-cost Smithy in general. Yeah, it's got to be. But I would expect that is probably the buy for J Nails here. I could see a Sculptor though. I could see maybe Bridge Troll. You don't need that much more draw. Yeah, Sculptor's probably fine. See if Owegnano. I don't know if they're Italian. Yeah, they do take Star Chart there. You're going to hang on to your villages here if you're, well, either player for pretty close to the whole game. You're going to trash a state. You're going to take Bridge Troll. Okay. I mean, this is fine. You should put the Masquerade on top here, I think. Unless you put the... If you put the Bridge Troll on top, you can play Village Bridge Troll and then sculpt a 5, but that's not... I was going to say, that's not great terminal-wise, right? You're just happy to sculpt a village for a little bit. And that's what I would expect here. Yep. You're going to pass copper in estate. You're going to trash the estate, play this village. You're going to have 4 again. You didn't find your bridge troll, which is a bit sad for you. You're going to buy another mining village, I think. Yep. And I don't know what J-Nails put on. Oh, they put Masquerade on top there. I guess there's enough villages in the deck that it's probably going to work out most of the time. J-Nails really needs to get some more draw going now, though. But then the payload's going to explode. Yeah. Owen Yano has more 5s, slightly. But big problem in that they don't have... Again, this cost reduction isn't showing up, but they should be able to cost something that buy something that normally costs 5 there. I still think, despite the trashing, J-Nails should want a little more. I mean, you got to take a curse here. Want a little more draw in the deck. That's not too hard to add, but village mask. So I would expect these sculptors to sculpt village, and maybe it's going to be village again. Or this, and you get the last mining villages this way. And I would definitely take another draw card here, though. Yeah. Yeah, this has been a little aggressive, maybe more aggressive than I would go for, but I'm not sure that that's bad. Certainly if the draws work out, this is better. You're bottom decking, stop cards. And, well, I guess you gotta always top deck the 1 card, so... I mean, this should be fine. J-Nails should win in... I don't know if he can win this turn. But it's either going to be this turn or next turn. Yeah, the Jack of all trades probably never getting played. I guess it could do. I don't think it's this turn. I think it's next turn. I think it's next turn that J-Nails is going to win. Play Mask next. Which means you're going to get the curse back. Which is fine. You just trash it. So now you can sculpt... Well, actually, hold on. If you sculpt Sculptor, you can... So you can lower a few of those. Sculpt another sculpt. Well, no, you'd have to take the bridge troll here. This is 7 buys, so this could end the game, but you'd lose on turns. Yeah, if you wouldn't have had to take the curse back. Not that it matters. It's going to be an easy win next turn. Although, given I'm not winning this turn, I probably would have started with a token. I really, really wouldn't have done this. I mean, I guess Oenyano doesn't have enough villages to ever actually threaten winning. This is going to be a province. But... So J-Nails could definitely empty provinces here. Could also empty lots of other things, I'm sure. So curses fly back and forth. Another village trashes it. So I think, yeah, so there's 2 villages here. That's going to get you to 6. I mean, provinces is the easiest, but obviously you could also like empty the sculptors and the bridge trolls, and yeah. Okay, let's check. Let's check and see if we can find another player. Except I'm pretty sure most of these players are playing unrated preview games, which is not what I'm interested in. Check on Trev. Can always go back to J-Nails, but okay. And we even get the new pirate here. Quick Kingdom. So let's follow Trev for a bit. Yeah, this board you can thin with Temple, draw with Old Witch. Pirate doesn't look particularly great to me. So you're going to play with Bazaar, Old Witch, Galleria, probably races. It's a little hard to... You could do Pirate as a way to... Like you play a Galleria, and then you buy a silver, and then you react a Pirate to... That doesn't actually work. No. Yeah, they're going heavier on Chariot races than I would. Like, give me some 5s and give me some Bazaars and some Old Witches. I would definitely have taken Old Witch sooner than this. But, oh well. So this is going to be Chariot race. Yeah, Trev's just going to take all these Chariot races, I guess. I don't know how well that's actually going to work out. You trash the copper, not the silvers. Okay. Old Witch? Galleria? I mean, Galleria's going to have a hard time being... I don't love that. And now you know Bazaar is on top. But you probably want to trash the Overgrown Estate anyway. Well, I guess you probably want to trash the copper anyway is the issue. And I'd take the last Chariot race here, yeah. Copper on top. This is going to be painful. So, yeah, just place a temple, buys a bazaar. Yep. Now you know copper's on top, so you should play the bazaar first. And yeah, it does so. Trash 2 coppers, yes. Do you buy a crossroads or a moat? Apparently you do. Silver on top won't lose too many, but I mean, I think Trev is ahead. I'm still a bit perplexed by the lack of Old Witches, but whatever. She's going to play presumably both of these. And then you're going to buy Silver Bazaar. Well, I guess you're probably buying a 6-point temple. 6 points is kind of a lot. My inclination is just to ignore those, but 6 is not so few. I was thinking Silver Bazaar, so you get Galleria, so you can actually be net gaining stuff. It takes a long time, though, to get enough things to really profitably be doing that. Well, let's see what this is. It's a crossroads. Okay. Well, I guess that makes some sense, right? This also alleviates action problems. So I assume this is just going to be another Galleria buy. Could be an Old Witch. The thing is, you're so thin that the Old Witches make you have less races to. Whoa! Just takes a Bazaar, huh? I don't love it. So, uh-huh. This temple is gonna trash temple and copper? Question mark. That would leave you with 7. Or it could just trash the temple and you could go silver gallery. I mean, you're still a long way from like multi-provincing. Okay, I guess that's a thing you can do. But if this was the plan, you shouldn't have bought the crossroads. I don't know. So like to get more buys, you're gonna need more Galleria. But then to draw everything, you're gonna need Old Witch. And then, well, I guess it doesn't have to be Old Witch, but you're gonna need draw cards. Could be Moat. I guess could be Crossroads. But then to play all those terminals, you're gonna need more villages. And like you have to be gaining multiple silver, say, a turn to really net buys. Well, I guess just one, right? If you have 2 Gallerias, you buy 1 silver, you're up to 2 buys. But it's all an awful lot because then you're adding more stop cards back, and I don't know. Chariot race and Bazaar and Bazaar. It's like you're overdrawing right now, but you play Bazaar, you play both Gallerias, you have 11 money, and you can go silver, Old Witch, Crossroads, or something like that. Maybe you don't need to do that because you're overdrawing. Bureaucrat. I guess that's a way to get buys. Crossroads something. Really expect a crossroads here because you're village light. Crossroads Old Witch would be my inclination. Goes for Bazaar. Now should be a moat, right? You don't need to play the temple. You probably want to play the temple. Your terminal parity right now. I guess it could be nothing. So like you play Galleria, you play Galleria, you play Bureaucrat, you play some card to draw the silver, and then you play the temple and trash the silver, and you've netted buys. Yeah, doesn't take anything else. There's a Galleria on top now. You're gonna temple a temple. You're gonna play this pirate. You're gonna have 6 money. You're gonna be extremely thankful that you're not further behind. I'm pretty sure you could be further ahead if you were Trev. I also somehow I'm not convinced by all of these chariot races. It's just you actually need to do something. It seems very wrong to me we're this far in this game, and the old witch stack is at 10. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you get like now at this point, it's the curse is not a big deal. They can just temple it away pretty easily because they're drawing well enough. But you need to draw well enough. I mean, this is going to be bureaucrat player here, and then chariot race, and then temple. This is exactly the thing I was talking about. Right? It gets you the buys you want. You're going to have 11 money and 3 buys, which is going to be used for a bazaar and another bazaar or something like that. Or you could not trash the silver and get 3 things. Okay. Old Witch Bazaar Crossroads. Like, you need more draw if you're not going to trash this silver. Goes Bazaar. It's going to be Bazaar Moat. Actually, that's not that bad. I could believe in Bazaar Moat. Bazaar Gold Moat? No. Now you don't have enough draw. You added 2 stop cards. I guess you were able to draw one of those that turn, but like you might not draw now. There are enough stop cards in your deck. I guess you might not draw even anyway, like if the moat bottomed out, whatever. But like, yeah, this is too many stop cards, I think. I mean, it's going to be fine because you're pretty far ahead anyway. You're going to temple a temple here, and yeah, okay. And this pirate does not impress. Although it's going to be able to react. It's going to be able to react here because Trev has to be gaining silvers, basically. Well, that's a nice time to play. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is the issue. You took too many stop cards. Yeah, so you're going to take a silver here. Oh, you're taking the temple instead, sure. And then you're going to go Bazaar Old Witch. I don't think you can go Bazaar now. You need more draw. You're going to be over-terminaled if you go Old Witch, I suppose. And actually, yeah, surprisingly, Trev didn't take a treasure there. You don't want to play this temple. No, you don't. You're going to buy temple? I mean, you have enough money next turn, so it's not the worst thing ever. Temple on top. You hate to see it. Well, not if you're me. If you're me, you love to see it. Yeah, this is... Somehow Trev might lose this game. Now, are you gonna... Okay. Funny thing about that attack. Fiju is now gonna win a chariot race, assuming they're paying attention. And know to play that first. So you gain a gold. You play the chariot right. No! Ugh. like, Trev doesn't have that many bazaars left, right? Probably find one here, yeah. But I don't know that it was guaranteed. It wasn't. You could have drawn the temple. There was some chance it could have been disaster again. The province on top for Fiju here is going to do work, though. And keep in mind that these two piles are low. I guess the curses are kind of low also. So you chariot race, chariot race. I don't think there's much reason to not. You go Galleria, Galleria, Bureaucrat. Yeah, Trev's going to win this game pretty easy still. You play Bazaar, you play Temple. And you could double province. You could, I mean, I assume you're going to trash Temple and Silver here. I guess you could play both Temples and trash both Silvers. Then you can't double. You're not trashing this Silver. Does this win? You go Temple, Bazaar, Bazaar. Duchy? I guess maybe that wins, huh? Right? That's... Is that... Was that too much money? You had 19. Bazaar, Bazaar, Duchy is 15. I think that just won. This is likely to also win. Anyway, you got to lead on Chariot Race here if you're Fiju. You're going to lose anyway. Like, Trev can dud, but you can't... I mean, how does Fiju win this game, right? You win a Chariot Race here, you play the Bazaar, you play a Temple, you buy a Temple, and then next turn you buy Bazaar, and Trev somehow can't score. That is a way that Fiju could win this game. Absolutely. Absolutely could happen. Which Trev shouldn't have allowed. But it looks like Fiji's disconnected, so we'll never know. Like, that's still a lot of things going wrong for Trev from this point, but you could have avoided this by keeping your deck more controlled, I think. I'm going to assume this person's not coming back. I'm going to look for another game. So, E Honda. Is E Honda... Okay. So this is quite late into this game, and it's about to end. So we'll try to pick up the next one, huh? That's a lot of conjurers you have in your hand there, my friend. You're behind by 6, though. So it doesn't look like you can actually win right here. Unless... No? No, I don't think you can. Well, I mean, I guess you could play on if this village green draws whatever. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay. So this is just a tie. Exactly. It's a tie. Okay. Let's see if they play again. I'm going to try to follow E Honda for the next game. Looks like someone had a huge lead. And I don't know. Would have probably been interesting to watch from the beginning. Oh, we're not going to follow E Honda. Okay. Is Trev still waiting? Trev is still waiting, but it's got to be soon now. Right? Right? Yeah. Okay. Got pirate in here as well. Quick look at the kingdom. Maybe we'll be able to follow Ciders next game. This probably wins, right? Use Stonemason province into 2 festivals. And you buy festival and overpay for stonemasons. Yeah, that definitely wins. You can do bustling villages instead of festivals. That's fine. This should still work, right? Yeah. See who's looking for a game right now. Not Cider. Trev's still sitting at this table. Ehon is probably... Oh, Cider got a game. Let's watch this one from the start. Okay, we've got... Oh, let's... Swap. Procession Catacombs is close to looping in a lot of cases. You like go Procession, Procession, Catacombs. The process on the Procession gains a Catacombs. The process on the Catacombs gains, in this case, it's going to be a captain. And the trash of the Catacombs gains the Procession back. And it's not quite a loop. It doesn't quite work out. But you can do some pretty big things. No 3-cost action here makes that plan maybe a little bit worse, although Rogue might make it better. In any case, you gotta... I think... This Procession's also the only village, though. I mean, you're gonna want to thin with Temple, I guess, in any case. That's the in any case. Not hitting it with an estate is pretty sad. Another... I don't know about that. Temple defiled. Temple is weird with defiled shrine, right? Yeah, catacombs and procession. Okay, these things make sense. I don't really know who's ahead right now. I think Cider was, but then like, this shuffle isn't very nice. It does take a captain. Although you can only use it on Candlestick Maker, Temple, or Procession. See if they process the Candlestick Maker here. I'm going to guess no. And I guess they either use Captain as a candlestick maker itself, but want to keep their other one in the deck, or Temple to trash a copper here. Gonna trash the copper. Gonna buy anything? It's not clear to me at all what, if anything, you buy here. Goes for Temple. Takes the VP before you move it to the shrine. Okay. This has changed. They've changed their mind. They want Procession. They want the curse first. Oh, because this way they get more Basilica. Sure. Now, I assume you, yeah, Temple. And you just take the gold? Yep. Okay, so I do think Cider is still ahead. I assume this is going to be another captain here. Well, it doesn't have to be. I don't know, though. It's not clear. Whoa, takes the temple for a bunch of points. That could be a good play. It's just not one I would have thought of. I imagine this captain's playing temple here. Plays candlestick maker. I don't like it. Another captain there. This is going to be a candlestick maker getting played here. Or not. We're taking more catacombs. Why are we doing this? You want to get the... I'm very confused. So Cider is just front running a bunch of points. And Soadendl 88 is building a bunch. Imp can't be worth 2 coppers. I guess it's just gold or nothing. Or I guess copper and 1 thing is possible. Yeah, took the curse for a couple VP and... Huh. I don't know about that. I expect this to be like Procession catacombs. Goes for captain. Another D-dub. Whoa. We're gonna start seeing blue player, second player. I'm gonna call them soda, although there's that A there. It's wrong, probably. If someone knows how to pronounce that name, please try to give some kind of phonetic something in the comments section. That's the word. Real good, Wandering Winter. My brain has not been working today. That's not a great thing. But whoa, you played Candlestick Maker instead of Procession. Very surprising. So you trashed the other temple and the copper here, right? Yeah. At some point you might want to look at getting Rogue. Temple, okay. I really thought we were going to see more Procession on Temple stuff than we have. Did I say Procession on Temple? I meant on Catacombs, which is exactly what Cider just did. So you're going to get a Captain, you're going to get a Procession. Yep. You're going to buy Province? I mean, you don't really need the points right now. But I don't know what else you're getting, actually. Okay. Double Catacombs there. Grabbing a werewolf now. Another werewolf, and then a curse, and then an imp. Okay. So this is going to get a captain and a temple. And then we're going to proc another catacombs here, I expect. Or we're going to do this. Proc that, sure. And this captain is going to proc a catacombs. Yes? No, we're just playing the cat. Why? Because we want to proc temple? So we're not winning this turn, huh? Okay. We're going to pick up another catacombs. I'm going to buy... what? I guess it would have been pretty hard to win that turn, huh? A rogue? What? This game's not going to go long enough for rogue to be good now. And you are really lowering piles as the second player here. I would not want to do that. I mean, you are literally forced to take captain. And I guess you're going to take the temple, but... wow, these piles are really low. You gotta buy a province. You're gonna take some imps. I don't know. There aren't that many imps to take, really. So fear is something. That's nice. I think I would have ditched the rogue there. So I would proc an imp here, I think. Could be a rogue, I suppose. But I want to draw more, so I think I'm procking the imp. Just place a candlestick maker. Okay. Pitch those. These don't do anything. Oh, I guess they do. Never mind. Because you can candlestick maker play, and then proc the rogue. You're gonna pick up what? Catacombs is and the captain, and you have 4 buys, but not enough money. So you just Score. Oh, what do I mean not enough money? This is enough money. I'm really good at counting. For some reason, really good at that today. Alright, probably got time to watch one more game. Cider 01 is searching. Let's hop in and see what J Nails is doing again for a moment. It is rated. It's kind of far in. Maybe, but I think I'd rather try to catch a Cider 01 game. I think I would. We developing this? Trashing the copper and the crusher. Okay, so now living with two pools, huh? We get the swamp hack and another livery. Are you not over terminaled? You might be over terminaled. Could probably manage. They're still searching. You'll check out Robert J. Oh, this is early. We could just watch this one. Herb Gatherer. Camel Train, huh? I mean, the best cards on this board, well, it's kind of the whole top row. Cargo ship's also fine. You're going to want to thin with Sanctuary. You'd like to win tournaments. Herb Gatherer seems actually quite poor to me. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have taken it. I'm quite sure I wouldn't have taken it. I'm either opening Expedition, some combination of Expedition, Cargo Ship, and Tournament. I think. Yeah, and then eventually I'm heading to lots of throne rooms, a tournament or two, some wild hunts and sanctuaries, and prizes, more or less. Camel trains also do not impress me here. They just seem very slow. You're way over terminaled right now, player 2. Robert J also over terminaled. Wants a sorceress, I guess? Wants a sorceress. Okay. Mountain Village makes sense. Has Cider gotten a game? Cider has gotten a game. Let's hope we're not too far into this. We're 4 turns in, so Silver Hunting Party against Settlers Trading Post. Wait, I'm looking at this. Yes, great. Sorry. I mean, the Trading Post looks pretty decent to me. Yeah. We're village poor, though, until bustlings are uncovered. But I guess that can happen before too terribly long. So you could just borrow in province now. And it's going to take a couple of turns for Cider to get at the villages, and then a couple of turns to build up from that. So if you can keep provincing, then starting now would be good. But I don't... It seems a bit sketchy to me. Yeah. I don't know about... You could have tried to wait another turn, I suppose. Goes for a hideout and a settlers. These things make sense. And let's see if Skies matches. Or if they go a different direction. You could go settlers and then borrow and take a bustling village. It's not the worst idea I've ever heard, but okay, goes for this. You're just going to play hunting party here, of course. Whenever the lag resolves, or you get back to your computer, or whatever. There's obviously no choice. This is not a very good draw because the next turn isn't getting you where you want to be. Yeah, this is a pretty poor draw for Cider there. You got a lead on settlers there as Skies, yeah. And then this, and then you play the hunting party again now. Pretty sure you want to trigger this. Play the settlers, hope to draw, hope to draw. You did not find your hideout. So, yeah, you've got to do this anyway, right? And then you can spend some tokens and pick up like... I mean, I'd be inclined to go Merchant Guild Bustling. Maybe you can get away with Merchant Guild Hideout. I do not want to borrow here. And I want to get a Merchant Guild. Yeah, so now take the Merchant Guild, right? Don't like it. This isn't a WoW, this isn't play anymore, so I guess Scepter is better. Well, except for non-uniqueness hunting party reasons. Sky should definitely take either Scepter or Merchant Guild there. Okay, goes for the Scepter. Trashing that makes sense at that point. Another hunting party yet. It's interesting to try to balance the draw. So you can play these settlers here first. That's going to draw you extra cards. Now you play... This is a pretty rough draw, but you got to do the Merchant Guild now again. Bustling and Hideout are the two cards on bottom. That's pretty rough. You got to replay the Merchant Guild, of course. I guess you could have taken money. That seems a lot worse. I'd be inclined to go like Scepter, Hideout, Copper. Maybe that's not enough draw. I suppose you have enough villages right now. You could go Scepter Hunting Party. I still think I want the Copper. You could go Marquis. Not sure about that though. But I think I want a draw card and a buy card and to use all my buys here. I guess Marquis is a draw card and a buy card in one, but I'd rather not do it that way. Okay. So you play the hunting party? I think you're tricky. It's tricky. What order to play these in now? I sure want more pie if I'm cider. And a little more draw. And I want to use all my pies. Maybe Marquis is the way to go. Does buy the copper. I love it. So Sky started on Hunting Party there. Um, I thought a tiny bit about that, but it wasn't clear to me what, because you would like your stuff to hit. Like, maybe you're supposed to play the Hunting Party then, before the Settlers, so that your bustling village could pick up. So now I want to play Hideout. I want my bustling village to have the chance, potentially at least, to be able to pick up. So play the Hideout to pick up, to be able to pick up. Oh man, Cider's a lot thinner. To be able to pick up a Settlers. So you definitely want to use all three of your buys here. And I think you want to get a buy card and two draw cards. Possibly you go for Marquis now. Well, at the very least, I want to draw a card. It could be Marquis time. I'm going to guess you're going to go like Merchant Guilds, Hunting Party, Hunting Party. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. So this is the issue with always using scepters instead of doing more off the merchant guilds is it's yeah. So you only want one scepter because otherwise your hunting parties are going to have issues. Although this draw wasn't great for cider, but you need to position yourself now for the soon to be coming end of the game. Could have as much as 20 here. Go Marquis, Hideout, Copper, Copper. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. So you want to play Hunting Party again now? For sure. Get something in your discard to pick up. Absolutely Hunting Party. You don't need to play the Merchant Guilds yet. Okay, so now you can play Bustling Village and then Settlers. You play that, you play this Hunting Party. You want to Hideout trash the trading post, I think. Now these cards are Hunting Party and what's the last card? Another Hunting Party. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that you actually want to play them, but yeah, your deck is looking pretty nice now. You want to make use of a lot of buys. You probably want to score. And you want to get... So I'd be looking at Province, Marquis, maybe a Hideout, and then two coppers? Something like that. something along those lines. You could skip the hideout and just take maybe another copper. You double province. You could do this too. But you run, I was gonna say, you run a bit of risk of your deck going bad, which it does promptly. Cider probably doesn't know this, but triple looks pretty actually okay. Yeah, goes for it. Not bad. Because like you need Skies to not have a turn in order to win, which is probably why it was a reasonable try for Skies to go for that before. Really interesting game this one was. I would expect double duchy here. You don't want to touch provinces. Like you can double province, and then Cider wins on any plus buy. Yeah, double duchy it is. Okay. Play the hunting party next. Okay. Bustling didn't pick anything up. You want to have 5 cards in your hand after you play the marquee. So like here you have to discard a couple, which works out because you've got the provinces. So this is just going to be an easy win. I guess this isn't enough money to triple, huh? Oh, with borrow it is. You probably yeah. All right, thanks for watching all of these. Yeah, see you around.